right, what's going on, ladies, gentlemen, and beautiful people? If you can see my screen and if you can hear my voice, do me a favor and type the number one in the chat. One in the chat if you can see my screen and if you can hear my voice. All right, so thank you, Eddie. Appreciate it. So volume's good, everything is good. No discrepancies. We all straight. We all good. Thank you, Lachelle. Appreciate it. Okay, I'm assuming we're good. All right, I'm assuming we are good. Okay, so I was looking at Euro NZD, the euro versus the New Zealand dollar, and I know I was contemplating on a sell on this a couple of days ago. I was waiting for a reaction right around the 236 area, and obviously moved up and it rejected again over here at the zero level. Okay, right over here. So obviously, this is telling me over here that we can take advantage of we could take advantage of some sells over here because what I believe is going to happen is once this continues to go down, it'll then basically react and either go back up, all right, to break that and continue to go up, or if it's gonna test this area and probably go below it, it's gonna come around, retest over here, and then bam, all right, deflect once again. But from what I can see over here, all right, it looks like it's a really good opportunity for a potential sell. And as I look here, let me go into, all right, I got my two sons and their cousin here. All right, let me go into short position. Okay, right here. All right. So for a nice decent move, just reacting off of fib levels. Let me put this like a spread above. All right, so a 1.5 risk reward ratio, so 1.5 risk reward ratio. Over here, there's 100 pips, 70 pip risk, right around 70 pip risk for a 108 pip gain. So this right here is what I could definitely see happening, at least short term. We can take advantage of these short term movements. And so right now it's Euro NZD. I'm going to execute this over here. Feel free to follow along. If you like to follow along, there's different ways on how this can be executed. So let me first put the levels in over here. Okay. So Euro NZD, sell. All right, and we're looking at the entry point is at market. So right now, okay, stop loss is going to be 1.81915. All right, take profit. Take profit is going to be 1.80, 110. If we're going to do a TP2 and a TP3, that's fine. We can do that. Let's up the risk reward ratio right here at all right, 2.5 risk reward ratio. $1.79376, and I'll copy and paste this in the groups. And TP3, three and a half risk reward ratio, 3.5 to 1 risk reward ratio. All right, so that is 1.78661. Okay. And so this is 253 pips, all right? So 250 pips, all right, so on and so forth. So really good risk to reward ratios. Right over here, I'm willing to take this trade. Sometimes when you have certain setups, you know, already concrete, already set in stone, sometimes the market could quickly touch an area and then go the exact opposite way you want it to go. But as long as you hold your ground, the next time the market conditions is favorable to the setup you want, you'll be ready. You know, you'll be ready to strike at that point. So look, we're right here. All right, you can feel free to copy and paste this. Let me actually copy and paste this into the chat. Let me know if you received it. Type 3D3 in the chat if you received it. Just want to make sure there's no problems. Okay, so let me know if y'all got that. Type 3D3 in the chat if you received it. Okay, perfect. Thank you, Nacho. Thank you, Jared. Appreciate it. Okay, let me now put this in the trade ideas. And let me throw in there the snapshot of the charts. All right, there we go. All right, so here's the setup along with the link, so you can have the snapshot as well. And go over here to my new group. Put the setup in here as well. All right. Okay, so there we go. That's for the Euro NZD setup. And now I am actually going to take the position. So if you are on TradeLocker, you can follow along if you want. This is not going to be a pending order. This is going to be a market execution. So if you missed that, hold on. Let me. So I do want to make this an easier learning experience for everyone who's new, maybe. Okay, so let me activate this. All right, let me just test it out real quick. Okay, perfect. Okay. All right, guys. So whenever you're about to execute a position on TradeLocker, over here to the lower right-hand side, all right, you're going to see this little up arrow right over here. You're going to click on that, all right, and then this is going to expand. There might be a couple of things you may miss depending on you know how you have your zoom in, zoom out features on your TV. I mean on your on your desktops or laptops or tablets. Okay, so this is obviously going to be a sell. Okay, I'm going to input the stop loss, so I'm going to zoom this in, make sure that's checked in order for you to enter the stop loss, and make sure in the take profit that this is checked as well, just like that. All right, so you can enter the take profit. Okay, so now I'm just gonna copy and paste. All right, so right over here, stop loss. I'm wilding. Hold on, guys. Euro NZD. Right here. Okay, this was the old setup. So where were we? Okay, Euro NZD. All right, make sure this is correct. Sometimes, sometimes it happens. All right, make sure this is checked. Stop loss, take profit. Okay, that is my stop loss. And I'm going to put the TP1 in here. $801.10. All right. Okay. And then make sure you see this right over here, trail. Make sure you click on that. So once the market is favorable, and let's say it doesn't work out after the market's been in your favor, it'll at least break you even. Okay. So that's one of the cool things about TradeLocker. So now I'm going to execute Euro NZD. Okay, right over here, make sure you choose the proper lot size according to what your account can withstand. All right, and we're going to confirm this. Okay, confirm, boom. And there you go. This is now an active position. Now, due to spreads, your trades are always going to start off like this, depending on the spread, right, of the position and the lot size of your position. Okay, so just keep in mind, it's not for some of you that are, familiar with my binaries. It's a little different because as soon as you execute a position in Forex, the broker's got to take their spread. All right, and that is covered in pips. Okay, so here's the setup that we've been sitting on. And if you're on TradeLocker, okay, you can adjust your settings as well. So if you wanted to edit the trade, you can, and you'll be able to drag the stop loss and the take profit. All right, let me show you. So you see, I'm about to zoom in. You see this TP? See that there? And then you'll see the stop loss right here. You can actually adjust accordingly. So if I wanted to bring this to more of a TP2 area, I can drag this. I can drag this like that and then confirm the order. Confirm the order change, but I'm going to leave it the way it is. Okay, just like that. All right, so here we go with that. For some of you that may be on a Forex broker that has their own charting platform and is not on Metatrader or TradeLocker, it's not too hard. I think it's the desktop version. No, let me go into the go to the actual web version. Okay, and we were doing Euro NZD. Okay, so right over here on the WAP chat, just copy and paste right from there. All right, protection orders. Stop loss is the first thing I'm entering. Take profit, I'm checking that as well. Actually, let me put the TP2 on this one. All right, and there we go. Just gonna double click this, and kind of a similar thing. If I wanted to, um, just a stop loss and all that stuff, I could. If you're tired, you need to go to sleep. You tired? Okay, well, go to sleep. Daddy's working. Close the door. Love you. Good night. All right, so to adjust the stop loss, take profit, I could just modify, the position that's already active. So if I change anything over here, then I'll just modify it and then boom, we're good to go. Okay. So let me X this out, kind of clear up my stuff in here. And then okay, for MetaTrader 5, for some reason, on my Mac, I'm not able to enter a new position. Okay. All right. Yeah. So on my Mac, on my MT5 agent on Mac, I don't know. Today's just been kind of weird for me. I don't know. If it's because I have other types of settings on, but on my PC, it works better for the MetaTrader agent. I have certain things running on it. Hold on 1 second, guys. Sorry, guys. Daddy duties. Okay. So yeah, it's been a little weird on here, but of course on my phone, I could just copy and paste. So let's do that. Let me go into the MetaTrader on my phone, and I'll share the screen. Okay, let me share my screen. Okay. All right, we should be good right here. All right, let's go to MetaTrader. Okay, here we are. Okay. All right. And we were on Euro NZD. Okay, click on that. Okay, should be on the watch list now. Okay, and now we're here, so we can just go right into the trade because we already know what we want to enter. If we were doing a pending order, then we would just click on market execution, and then we will change it according to that. So whether it's a buy limit or buy stop, we would select accordingly. But in this case, we're just going to keep it real simple. So let's go here, Euro NZD, trade, and we're just going to copy and paste. All right, first select the lot size. All right, this one is a smaller one, so I'm gonna go with 1.5. Okay, that's lot sizes, and so the stop loss on here. You know what? I'm on my phone, so we can just do it. Let's go on WAP. Okay. Okay. Go into the live chat. So you see is real convenient. All right. So right over here, 1.81915. 81915. Okay. And the take profit is 80110. All right. And this is going to be a sell by market. And there you go. Okay. So whenever you want to adjust the trade, all right, you could modify the position. Okay. And then just move accordingly. As you see, this is already working out. It's already working out. And all we gotta do is just let it ride. All we gotta do is just let it ride. If you're happy with that, cool. Hey, look, that's $20 in less than 1 minute, right? Most people don't get that at their job, $20, $30 an hour. So imagine doing this in a minute, right? So this is about the possibilities as to how far you can actually go. But let me stop mirroring this for a second. Okay, so we have the MT5 cranking on the mobile. We have, a broker with an independent chart system, already working in his favor right now. Let's just go to positions. Let me show you how it looks like when you close it early. So you exit, boom, and close position, and voila, right? That was an easy buck, right? If we go into TradeLocker, all right, here we go. This is we've been entered this position. But yeah, this one over here is barely like where I want it to be, but this is all a work in progress. Okay. And so the reason why I even took this position, right? So let's just, kind of take a step back. The reason why I'm in this position is because I noticed a couple of things, right? When we go into the charts, we go here so we could get confluence, we could get multiple confirmations, right, as to what we're gonna do, when we're gonna do it, etc. Right? Let me go into. Okay. All right. Okay. So noticed a couple of things. All right. Number one, okay, we see an anti-Garley pattern. All right, this is harmonics. Harmonics is basically reversal patterns. There's market geometry involved in this. And whenever you see a harmonic pattern, X, A, B, C, D pattern, okay, it's pointing out to us the zigzags that the market does and like the reaction points that it may just reverse on. So this is basically pointing out reversals, right? That's what harmonics are. And here's another pattern that I'm not really too familiar with, but I've traded a couple times called the Black Swan. I think that's just a made up term, but the anti-Garley, that's definitely an official one. And then we see this another XAB CD pattern as well. So multiple indications telling us like, hey, this is a point of interest. All right, we should be seeing some reaction in this. From when we take it from the swing low to the swing high, we noticed it reacted, right around here before, and right now it's back. This is definitely, telling, is letting us know, like, okay, this looks like this could be a teacup pattern, showing. And so we can expect that initial reaction to at least come down to this level before it decides to come back to retest and then eventually go up if that's what it's going to do, or even react and go down the opposite way, right? But we're going to take advantage of these reaction points because there's a few reaction points. This is also sitting on the top of the Bollinger Bands. for a nice ride to the south over here. Euro, NZD, New Zealand dollar, typically at these times. All right, there's the Sydney slash Tokyo session. This is one of the currencies that are pretty active at this time historically. Okay, and so this is what it is. This is overlap Sydney Tokyo session. So trading on Euro NZD is a good pair to trade, and it acts as a bridge before you get into the London session where the Euro is the most active. So we can expect like during the London session for this to make the big steps that we know that this could make. And then we'll be happy campus from there. But either or, we have our first initial take profit price point at 801.10. Okay, so 801.10. All right, that's right around over here. Okay, so it doesn't have to go all the way south, but we do have certain checkpoints over here if you want to do TP1, TP2, TP3. All right, so a couple of things that we're looking into when it comes to this, and let me just see something real quick. Okay, so these showing me some pivot points, and yeah, I think we're pretty good. We're pretty set to just let this sit and let it do its thing. So Euro NZD is not the only thing that I want to get involved in, but for right now, I think we're pretty good. I think we're pretty good. Let's go into Forex Factory real quick. All right. Heavy impacts earlier today at 8:30, a little over an hour ago. Let's see what the London session is looking like. It doesn't look like it's going to have too much high impact activity during the London session. During New York session, it's already starting off with a few high impact updates, a few medium ones, and Canadian dollar has a high impact. Okay, and going into tomorrow night, tomorrow night is going to be pretty interesting for JPY. There's several high impact updates that's going to be just waiting there. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna let this sit. We're gonna let it rock, marinate, do what it got to do, and then we'll be good to go from there. If you want in with getting signals directly, so you don't have to jump on a session, but you can have the convenience of getting this. If you're not in the Paid and Pips crew, then you could definitely rock out with me over here. So let me just show you real quick. All right, if you use the code 1UP, it's only $1. All right, and let me promo 1UP in capital letters. So it's just $1. All right, ain't nobody trying to beat nobody in the head with this. There's so much money to be making in the markets. It's just cool we get to hit the charts together. But yeah, so basically this is one setup. I'll be sending a couple of signals tonight. Be on the lookout for about 3 more signals because I am going to be scouring the markets and doing what I do pretty quickly, and I'll be sharing it in the signal groups. So take advantage because we're definitely making moves. So Euro NZD, we're gonna marinate on it. I have some other setups to send. So be on the lookout for those things. And if you got any questions, then feel free to ask. Let me see here. Is everyone muted? Let me unmute the line. If you guys got any questions, please feel free to unmute yourself and ask me questions right now. It's only 10 of us, 11 of us in here, so feel free to ask me questions. And there's no such thing as a stupid question. There's a learning environment. So even a question may sound silly to you or whatever, like just let me know. I got you. All right, we good? Are we good with Euro NZD? Okay, let me see. I think I have a question. It says muted. Okay, let me try to unmute y'all. Okay, try now. Unmute yourself now if you can.
Hi, Nes. Can you hear me?
Frankie writes, I appreciate you for taking your time and showing us this. I appreciate you, Frankie. Appreciate the love, man. Tell a friend, because I tell you, regardless of who wins this race on November 5th, it's going to be, I think 2025 is going to be a very interesting year for the markets. And if we are aware and we position ourselves correctly, we could cash out crazy in 2025, regardless of who's going to win this race coming up. Just understand this. If one wins, that means a whole faction of companies that back them are going to win as well. Does that make sense? So in all reality, we know certain companies are going to boom when a certain when a certain candidate wins. So we just need to know which one it is already, so we know how to maneuver in 2025. Can you show us how to trade on binary options? Yeah, that's easy. That's real easy. Okay, so let's go over to, let's do this. So trading on binary is pretty easy. I personally use Deutrade. So let me just get in here. I've been trading binary for years at this point. So here's the bottom line. Okay, when it comes to binary options, number one, all right, when you fund your account, you're gonna see your account balance right in here. Okay, and if you have other accounts listed in this, you can, because you're not allowed to get a demo account unless you have a live account, right? So that's one trick of the trade, right? So if you want a demo in this, get like put like $50 in here, $100 in here, and then you'll unlock your demo account. But once you're already here, you're gonna have your account balance, right? You're gonna have option type. So turbo is within minutes. Okay, it's within minutes. If you do, I think turbo's the only one right now at this time. Okay. Usually, if you chose intraday, it would be the hour that you want your trade to expire, and if you chose long term, it would be the date that you want your trade to expire. And then this is time. So this will expire the trade whenever you want. So basically, let's say I wanted to do a 2-minute trade, right? And I'm here on Euro, USD. Whenever you see OTC, that's over the counter. That's over the counter charts, so it's synthetic to the broker. But if you want to trade and actually use technical analysis tools, then you want to be able to use for binary options at least just a regular Euro USD option. If you do Forex CFD, that's kind of similar to the terminal I was using just now, SwayCharts, for regular Forex trading. But in this case, I got an option, Euro USD. This is time-based trading. The payout on this is 63%. So if I, risk a $100 position and I win the trade, I get my $100 back plus 63% in net profit, which would be $63 in this example. But if we up the ante a little bit and we put a different amount, let's say a rack, okay. Then if I win that trade, I get my 1,000 back plus the 63% net profit, which will be a total payout of 1,630 in this example. Okay. If I decide to enter a sell on Euro USD, which we did not do any analysis on, if I decide to do a sell in Euro USD and the market is anywhere below where I entered my sell by this time expiration, then I win the trade. All right, so let's see how it turns out. Because in binary, there's no way out of it. Once you enter a position, you either win or lose, and there's like really nothing you can do about it. If we want to get smart, right, then we can do a super short term trade, like in the opposite side, like right here, for example, where I got this arrow up, right? And usually you will put a smaller position, a smaller, faster position, here, if the main position is here. And basically that's what I call binary trapping. So you could do this real easy with binary. It's pretty simple, and boom, there you go. So that was what, a 2 minute trade, and 1,600 right there, right in the spot, right in front of your face. So that's the thing that turns on a lot of people with binary, is that you're in and out, right? So if you want to do 5 trades and each of these trades are like 2 minutes each, literally within a period of an hour, you could be in and out of the market with the bag, okay? So let's see how this one's going to turn out. Remember, this is the one that's the counter trade. These usually lose. They're high risk, but let's see how this ends up. And boom. All right, we're good right there. Okay, so another payout of 1,630. So 63% net on 2 positions. So 630, all right, times 2 is 1,260. Okay, so 1,260 made in 3 minutes. Can you guys see the possibilities? Right. So this is obviously super high risk, high reward. Traditional forex trading, depending on what instrument you trade, can be the same thing, especially if you're messing with indices or exotic forex. But if you want to kind of tone it down a little bit, be a little more conservative, then you'll stick to the majors for the most part. But that is essentially how you enter a binary trade, whether it's a buy or a sell. You strike your entry, you set the time for the expiration. If the market is in your favor, you win. If the market is not in your favor, you lose. Okay, and that's just how it goes down. All right. Let's see. Do you have any other additional questions? Okay. Eddie, now now is not the time for it. I mean, yeah, now is not the time for the VR stuff, but we do have a virtual reality area for Mind on Billions for our groups. We do have a virtual reality hangout. So if you have a device like an Oculus or even Apple Vision Pro or any kind of VR, even if you have VR glasses like the smart glasses and stuff like that, we have little environments that you can go to, and we're going to be revealing that pretty soon. For those that are more into crypto and into NFTs and metaverse, this is going to be real cool for you to see. It's also a better learning experience, in my opinion. But that's something that we're going to be revealing really soon. All right, so type 333 in the chat if you feel like you learned something. If you feel like, what, like it was worth me jumping in here and watching some of this stuff. Let me know. Type 333 in the chat if you felt like you got some value from this Zoom. All right, thank you, Jared. And we got a few here. Lachelle, thank you, Lachelle. All right, thank you, Eddie. Thank you, Nacho. Appreciate the love. All right, so I guess we're done over here, and what I'll do is I'll put this on YouTube. I'll put this replay on YouTube, and we keep it going from there. I had this whole thing, this whole session without my camera on. Usually, I keep my camera on. So hello everyone. All right, so I'm gonna get going. I think my son busted in here again. So stay blessed, take care, y'all, and we will talk soon. Peace.